Welcome to the final episode of the Moonday Crew. I'm Buzz Lawyer.
And I'm Tom Shady. It's been an exciting season for us, and we got a lot done in a short amount of time.
We traveled all the way to outer space and became the first crew to broadcast live from the moon, even though we just did it to prove a fellow cast member wrong.
We were even nice enough to bring the deranged Moon Man with us, and Matt Monday has faced some heavy legal challenges.
Rob and Shelley kicked off our show as reoccurring anchors and have been solid pieces of the puzzles ever since. Except that one time Shelley had to go to AA, but that's beside the point.
And we can't forget about our other anchor, Bor Ring, who is a successful business owner here in Boone now. Chet Pack and Jim Mahoney are still hanging around as key members and our main commercial talents.
And finally, Mo Owens turned out to be a moon creature. Really didn't see that one coming.
Stay tuned for an amazing show and to see how we wrap up our season.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the final installment of the Moonday Crew. I'm Rob Jeremy.
And I'm Jim Mahoney. We have a very packed show for you today, but we're trying to keep it as interesting for you guys at home. We have
Arm wrestling,
consequences,
the Moonies,
and an exclusive interview.
all this and more coming up. But first, let's start off with some news.
5 people were brutally murdered by their own manager at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia, while the entire country has been mourning yet another mass shooting. Rapper DaBaby took to Twitter to share his condolences. Thanks, DaBaby.
Let Russ cook, more like Russ is cooked after a disastrous performance against the struggling Carolina Panthers, losing 23-10 on the road. A $250 million disaster to make things worse. For the Mile High crew, it seems like Russell Wilson has completely forgotten how to play the game of football. With head coach Nathaniel Hackett also on the hot seat, it seems like the only thing Broncos country will be riding is the tank train to next year's draft.
You got that right, Rob. In Cinemoon news, that is to say movies, not cinnamon, the cannibal film Bones and All opened over Thanksgiving break. Timothy Chalamet and Taylor Russell star as 2 young, people-hungry lovers who eat more people than the moon has craters. Bones and All is playing in theaters now.
Speaking of cannibalism, Space.com reported that Andromeda, the spiral galaxy next to our very own Milky Way, has possibly been expanded by consuming smaller galaxies. Astronomers observed this by noting a star cluster inside Andromeda that comes from outside of it, and say that the last meal happened sometime in the last 5 billion years. Someone say Om Nom Andromeda.
Looks like Merriam-Webster is trying to stay hip because they chose gaslighting as their word of the year. Apparently, lots of people didn't know what gaslighting is, but Ross in Friends is the worst. The amount of times he lied to Rachel, convinced her they were no longer married, and getting her to fall back in love. He is manipulative, and we do not stand, even 15 years later.
Right, you are, and anything is better than when Oxford Dictionary chose the laughing, crying emoji as their word of the year in 2015. Their goal is to make a positive change, but the only thing changing is the amount of brain cells I have left.
That's right. A big showdown took place between the Moonday Crew and BLT this weekend. Lots of people placed big bets, and lots of people lost money. Even more than Shelley did during UFC 280.
Ooh.
Not only did she go to AA, but she also has a problem with gambling. The coverage coming up right now.
pink corner, we have Shelly sells seashells by the seashore. In the green corner, we have Micah the Destroyer.
Wow, that was something. Hopefully no one bet on Micah.
Certainly was. I had money on Micah the Destroyer, unfortunately, so that sucks.
I'm praying for your wallet, buddy. Well, we are happy to pass the show over to our other hosts, the Leprechauns, Chet Pack and Shelly selling seashells by the seashore.
Did anyone else bet on Shelly winning, or was that just me?
Just you, dude. We're glad to be your second hosts. Those two guys are getting tiring fast.
But enough of that. Thank you guys, and welcome to our half of the show. The World Cup has been unfolding in Qatar for over the last 2 weeks, and I had the opportunity to go and see some games live.
Looked like you had a lot of fun. We're all happy you didn't have your own version of the movie taken.
There have been some crazy upsets, and the excitement is just getting started.
The first upset was Argentina against Saudi Arabia. Messi and his short legs could not carry the weight of the team because Saudi Arabia came away with the win 2-1. The Saudi fans got so excited that not only did they scream out of joy, but they whipped out their handy-dandy AKs and lit up the night sky. At least they're doing it in their own country rather than ours.
Brazil has been playing football while everyone else has been playing soccer. Neymar Jr. is currently out with an injury, and I saw it live from the nosebleeds. He was fouled 9 times in the Serbia game, but how do you say dive in Portuguese? Neymar.
Shelly, you want to know why Neymar is so popular with women? As soon as he is near the box, he'll go down. Moving on. Great news for America. Our men's national team made it to the knockout rounds. Captain America really worked hard in the game. He even gave up the option of having kids after taking a cleat to the jewels. He may not be a father, but I consider him daddy.
You and everyone else who watched that game. I went to an England game, and I'll tell you what, it may be a good thing that beer wasn't being sold at the stadium.
Why's that?
Well, a Brit came up to me and called me a certain gardening tool. The only tool that he needed, though, is a set of braces for his baked bean teeth.
Oi, bruv. His teeth ain't his fault, innit? He's just trying his best.
You know, that's just how the cookie crumbles, love.
Well, lads, our mate Matt Monday has a very important update. Matt, what's poppin'?
Thanks, guys. I know you guys have been dying to know what I've been up to since coming back to Earth. Well, I was in my apartment when all of a sudden it was stormed by the FBI and they arrested me for a laundry list of crimes. I wasn't feeling like going to prison, and I'm way above doing community service, so I ended up getting to choose my punishment after a game of rock, paper, scissors, shoot with the judge. I won, obviously, and I chose to repent my sins. Just don't tell the church about me. Anyways, back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, Matt, I'm so happy for you, and you are truly inspiring.
We now have Mo Owens covering the Mooney Awards. Mo, what's going on?
Hello there, my name is Mo Owens, current Moon Critter, former Moon Day Crew anchor. I'm presently at the 2022 Mooney Awards, where the Moon Day Crew was nominated for Best Moon-Based News Program. We're up against NASA's YouTube channel and the Space tab on cbsnews.com, so we should have this in the bag. The winning results should be coming in any minute now. Any minute. I'm telling you, we're going to crater the competition. What I'm saying is, it's high loon, and we're the quickest space gunslingers in the wild, wild western Kanowski lunar crater. What's that? I'm getting word the results are coming in. Thank you. And we won. Yeah, woo! I could soon croon about this moon boon as we commune on this opportune afternoon over booting those buffoons in their pantaloons. God, I'm crying with happiness. Not you guys in the studio. Thanks for letting me accept this award after trying to eat everybody.
After trying to prove our moon man that the moon actually exists, we went to space, had a quick detour, and we went to Uranus with a bunch of chaos in between.
We are glad to be back here on Earth. Today, we have the Moon Man here for a quick interview.
Hey guys.
Hey, Moon Man, glad to have you here. What are your thoughts about the moon overall?
Well, I hate to be proven wrong. After actually going to the moon, though, I can't say it actually exists. It's crazy to think that the moon is 2,022 years old, and I'm just finding this out now.
You know, I'd hate to be that person, but who am I kidding? I'd actually love to be that person to tell you that you're wrong, because you were wrong.
All right, Moon Man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
For the last time, this is Shelly signing off.
We love being here weekly for you guys. Chet Pack out.
The cast and I would like to thank you guys, our audience, for sticking with us throughout the weeks. We've had our ups and downs, but no journey comes without its hardships. We put our rage, sweat, and possibly tears into this production, and we are so happy to have won a Mooney out of it. We are not expecting anything like that to come from this show at the start, but now I could not be happier that it is finally over. And we bet you are too. Everyone in the group managed to make the show about themselves at one point or another. Rob, no surprise, managed to do it more than once. Joking. Only joking. We ran our jokes into the ground even harder than our spaceship re-entered the atmosphere. No more rockets will be going into space anytime soon. Because the only thing skyrocketing is inflation. So, that's something to look out for. For the final time, thank you for tuning in. I am Boring with the Moon Day crew. We hope you have a fantastic night.